All right, we have f of x equals x squared plus 1, and we want to find this. Now, it seems pretty daunting, but we're going to do one little piece at a time. So I'm going to do this piece first. So f of a plus h. Pretty much what that means is anytime I see an x here, I'm going to input a plus h in for x. So right here, I'm going to put in a plus h. And if you notice, I'm putting in a parentheses, mainly because a plus h is squared, not just a or h. Now you need to remember that a plus h squared is not a squared plus h squared. That is not correct. So what I am going to do is a plus h squared is a squared plus 2ah plus h squared. And then remember, you need to have this plus 1 here. So we're going to do plus 1. So once again, this right here becomes this, and that's by memorizing the equation a plus b squared is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. All right, so we have that first part. Let's do the second part. So we're going to do f of a. Now, f of a is pretty easy. Pretty much that just means that anytime I see an x here in this equation, I'm going to replace it with a. So that is now going to be a squared plus 1. So now we're going to put it all together. So we have this first part right here. So yeah, that is going to be f of a plus h, which is this right here. So we're going to go a squared plus 2ah plus h squared plus 1. And then we're going to subtract that, mainly because of this right here, f of a. Now, it's got to be all of f of a, so I need to make sure I put parentheses, a squared plus 1. And then all of this is going to be divided by h. And then I got that from right there. So this now equals a squared plus 2ah plus h squared plus 1 minus a squared minus 1. You got to remember to distribute this negative into both of these, all divided by h. Now, if you notice, this a squared goes away with this a squared because a squared minus a squared is 0. And then 1 minus 1 is 0. So we're left with 2ah plus h squared all over h. Now we're going to be doing something interesting. If you notice, this and this both have h's. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to factor out an h. So I have an h and then 2a plus h all over h. Now, this right here is getting multiplied to this right here. So multiplication and division can reduce. So this is going to reduce with this, which is going to leave 2a plus h, and that is my answer.